I played Wordle plenty of times. If you haven't, go play it. It's fun. It's a vocabulary game where you guess words based on known letters, kind of like Hangman. In a vocabulary game, not knowing what words mean is to be expected. What I didn't expect is for people to not know what manga means. The word of that day was manga, which was added in a dictionary since 1951, according to Merriam-Webster. And a lot of people don't know what it means. Here are some compilations of angry comments. You can pause, read, and laugh. Complaining that Wordle consists of made-up words is like complaining that shooters games have people that shoot you. But by far, my personal favorite outburst is from this doofus who claims that she's over 50 with a master's degree, and yet here you are getting salty like a kindergartner. Also, I have a master's degree. I know what a manga is. You're either uncultured or haven't been to any bookstores lately. Depending on your perspective of boomers, them not knowing about the existence of manga is either surprising or not surprising. Speaking of existence, here's one hoopla that will question your sanity. Apparently, this woman cosplays as a character that no one will recognize. Okay, I'll take the challenge. Who's the character? That's Saya from the Song of Saya, a Lovecraftian horror visual novel. I have known her for a while now. I used her in one of my stream thumbnails. I mentioned her in my Fate Stay Night review a while back. Do you want to know how I knew Saya no Uta? The creator is Gen Urobuchi, who is friends with Kinoko Natsu, the original creator of Fate Stay Night. He's also the writer of Psycho-Pass, a great sci-fi dystopian anime, and Madoka Magica, my favorite wholesome magical girl anime to recommend to people. I wouldn't really call Saya a popular character because she's doomed into visual novel obscurity, or blessed into obscurity, depending on your thoughts about stuff being more mainstream. Regardless, you can get Saya no Uta on Steam if you're into anime, Lovecraftian horror, and a Loli Cthulhu. Wait, that's not really a negative hoopla at all. That's just me being a visual novel fan praising the glory of the medium. Let's get into a dumber and more negative weeb hoopla. According to this person, anime enjoyers are in hell. Why? Because of these particular tropes. We have a toxic hero male protagonist who's always horny, like Chainsaw Man. I mean, Denji is a horny bastard, but his horniness is perfectly normal for a guy like him. I see nothing wrong with it. Objectified female characters whose only exist like the protagonist, again, no issue with this. That's most romance anime. Everyone is white. Are we watching the same thing? Questionable age gaps like Evangelion? It's fiction. And finally, anime is basically just fanservice for incels, as opposed to fanservice for non-incels? What would that look like? Would it be like an acceptable kind of fanservice?
Or maybe we should call out the toxic tropes that have been normalized in the anime community. So, they stop making this stuff.
Toxic tropes? Did these tropes give you food poisoning? Sorry, but most of these tropes are very common in anime, so it's better if you just watch something else. We have plenty more anime and fiction hooplas, but before we get to all those, here's a cat that loves to wander around the house. Also, huge thanks to all these wonderful sponsors. You are all fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then check out the links down below, just $1, and you support this channel a lot. Seriously, thank you so much. And now, let's talk about fiction representing reality. This take is so dumb.
Do you know fiction is a representation of reality, right?
Gee, I didn't know. Please do tell.
Everything about fiction is created because of something that is real.
Yeah, because the Lovecraftian Loli monster is totally real.
If you romanticize in fiction something that is bad in reality, don't expect people to support you.
Damn, you're right. I shouldn't be supporting this really popular game that murders children.
Fiction is a representation of reality.
Yeah, because Hollywood hacking is totally like real hacking, right?
Surprise! In porn, it distorts reality on young and old people.
If you watch porn under the impression that it's real, you are a moron. If you genuinely think that most people watch porn thinking that it's real, you are an even bigger moron.
The quantity of adults that I've seen defending incest and pedophilia is uncountable.
Those things are normal in fictional porn, the same way killing people is normal in video games. You know what isn't reality? Fictional characters. You know what is reality? The actors. Nathan Jones, the actor who played in the Mad Max Furiosa movie, had to clarify to everyone that Rictus, the character that he's playing, is a fictional character. He's not real. But it doesn't stop people from sending him angry DMs on what a horrible person he is for doing horrible things to young Furiosa without spoiling too much. I'm just baffled that we're living in a reality where people cannot distinguish between actors and the characters they play, or that people cannot distinguish between fiction and reality. Movies and TV shows are everywhere. The only Usually people who don't know their existence are people who have never been exposed to technology. Chances are, if you send hate DMs to the actor, you are already exposed to technology. You're just an idiot who can't distinguish between fiction and reality. Speaking of fiction and reality, this person can't make up their minds about it. Apparently, if you like them fictional petite girls, you are breaking the law.
People who defend Loli by saying it's not a real child, despite it looking just like a child, meaning you're touching yourself to the look of a child, tend to forget that there's actual laws against it in most places.
I'm not quite sure which law that you're referring to, and if such laws exist, I don't recall anyone who has ever been arrested for it.
It being fiction changes nothing. You're still jerking off to the looks of a literal baby.
Where's this literal baby that you are speaking of?
They only aren't comparable because real children are victims in the real world.
I thought you said it changes nothing, but now you're making a distinction?
So, it's much worse, but just as bad on a scale of you liking it.
You just said that it's not comparable, and yet here you are comparing them. Which one is it?
In terms of legality, you're dumb.
In terms of logical consistency, you're even dumber. And of course, we have these sorts of accusations in the game that got all sorts of anime girls. Apparently, the Blue Archive community is disgusting, according to this person.
The Blue Archive community is actually the most disgusting group of people I've ever seen.
I do not see anything that would warrant this assertion.
It's all cis men.
I'm sorry, what does being a cis man have to do with anything? Are you saying they're cis men and therefore they are really horny bastards?
I can't even play the game without thinking what these creeps would do to the poor innocent girls.
That sounds like a you problem. These cis men must have been living rent-free in your heads, that they're the ones that came in your mind when you played this game. When a cis woman responds to this person just accused the cis woman of being a pygmy. Calling women a pygmy is not a common insult. I have only seen feminists and leftist ideologues do that when they find women that disagree with them. It's a misogynistic insult. Then again, I don't expect these ideologues to be respectful human beings. Unfortunately, being a respectful human being is a tall order for a lot of people online, because that would require us to feel what other people feel and have some sense of empathy. This person really doesn't want people to have children. It's called anti-natalism.
I don't understand people who are having children right now.
Because they want to have a successor for their lives. I don't know, go ask the people that want to have children.
The planet is cooked. There's a virus disabling and killing everyone. We are fast-tracking fascism, and I don't think anyone is going to stop any of it.
Fast-tracking fascism? Is there a fascism 80% speedrun that I'm not aware of? And if there is, shouldn't it be a 100% speedrun? Yeah, no one's gonna stop all that. The world doesn't have to be perfect.
Why would you put another human into this world?
Why would you care about other people's babies?
Muted this because I have zero interest in arguing with strangers online.
Then don't make dumb takes online and stop declaring that you're muting, coward.
There are microplastics in everyone's balls.
No, there are microplastics in the 23 people that participated in that study. Not everyone. Huge difference. And one more update from Adobe after last week's update, and this one is juicy. I already said many times to just sail the seas for Adobe products, but I didn't expect the government to step in. Not to punish the pirates, but to punish Adobe. That's right, even the government is sick of their garbage, as the FTC filed a lawsuit on them because they push customers to predatory subscription models that will require them to pay a lot of money just to cancel them, which in turn becomes a deterrent for people to cancel. Why would anybody pay hundreds of dollars just to cancel a freaking subscription when they can just keep subscribing for much cheaper? This is a business model that's been reported by many users for a long time, and it seems that the FTC is getting sick of it too. Again, there are many business professionals that I worked for that actually sell the seas for Adobe products, and even if they don't sell the seas, they rather work with the alternatives. So if you're still in Adobe and you can't cancel because it's a lot of money to do so, don't worry. The government, for once, is on your side on this. And that's all for the video today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more. Don't forget to check out my ABB Show stream channel, link down below. Go subscribe as always. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.